بسم الله وبه بدينا ولو عبدنا غيره شقينا وحبذا ربا وحبدينا اللهم صل على محمد كلما ذكره الذاكرون وصل على محمد كلما غفل عن ذكره الغافلون إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. Today is a very special type of gathering, and it's also a very significant one. This is a gathering that has been repeated every year for at least 1440 years. And this is a day of significance for those who did not make it to Hajj. Because there's no Eid al-Adha for those who are attending Hajj. For them, they have Yawm al-Nahr. But for us, who did not go, we have the Eid al-Adha. And this is a day that has a very powerful message. This is a day in which the message of it is internalized. This can unite the hearts. This is a gift for the people in the story of Ibrahim alayhi salam. And this is a story, and this is a prophet in which anybody can take something from it. This is a prophet that has a story or a lesson from him from every stage of his life. From when he was a youth, to when he became older, to when he became a father, and when he was an old man. This is the Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, who is called Khalilullah, the close friend of Allah. And it started when he was young, when he struggled against his father and his city due to their worship of idols. The people in his city, they were not very responsive to him. And they argued a lot with him. And was he doing anything wrong? Was he doing anything other than showing them success without any cost or payment from them? Was he requesting any reward from them? He was not. Yet they rejected him, and out of their arrogance they threw him in the fire. But because of his trust in Allah, Allah saved him from the fire on that day. This was the Prophet who had such an immense trust in Allah that he was ready to sacrifice anything when it came from the command of Allah. He had to leave his family in the barren desert, not close to any civilization, because of the command of Allah. And this is a very hard task for anybody who tries to imagine it for themselves. This is not something that most people will question. He did not question it. He practiced his full trust in Allah, and that itself is a sacrifice. That is the selflessness. And when he was even older, when Ismail alayhi salam was older, he saw the dreams. And the dreams of the prophets are true. They are from Allah. And he saw the dream where he was commanded to slaughter his son for the sake of Allah. And this did not scare him. This did not shake him. He knew that what his job was, and he knew why he needed to do it. This is the Prophet in which our religion imitates in all of his acts. The act of Hajj, which is established by him. the Eid al-Adha, the slaughtering, which is established by him, the Sa'i, which is established by his family, the water we drink, which is from the well that was opened up for his family. And Allah says in the Quran, ما كان إبراهيم يهوديا ولا نصرانيا ولكن كان حنيفا مسلما وما كان من المشركين. That Ibrahim alayhi salam was not a Jew, he was not a Christian, but he was an upright Muslim, and he was not a polytheist. And this is one of the prides of Islam, that we can claim with a great right to do so, that we are the true followers of Ibrahim alayhi salam, unlike any other group, unlike any other people. Allah said in the Quran, وَقَالُوا كُونُوا هُودًا أَوْ نَصَارَىٰ تَهْتَدُوا قُلْ بَلْ مِلَّةَ إِبْرَاهِيمَ حَنِيفًا وَمَا كَانَ مِنَ الْمُشْرِكِينَ. Allah says in the Quran that they say, become a Jew or a Christian and you will become rightly guided. Say, instead of this, we follow the religion of Ibrahim alayhi salam. So it is clear that the religion of Ibrahim alayhi salam is very distinct from any other ideology or any other religion or any other way of life in this world. And the religion of Ibrahim alayhi salam is clearly Islam. And this, ultimately this day, is to remind us of the sacrifice. And in reality, Eid al-Adha is a holiday for us. And most holidays in this planet are not about sacrifice. They're about gaining. They're about some sort of achievement. They're about, maybe independence, winning, gaining something, some personal achievement. But this is kind of the opposite. This is not because of anything that we have done. This is because of the sacrifice that we are making, of the opportunity that has been given to us and that lies. We are celebrating the fact that this ummah has broken away from the shackles of the slavery in this world that everybody is numb to. That we are sacrificing our stake in this world so that we can have the greater stake on the next day. We are, every year, when this happens, it's an opportunity to recommit ourselves and rectify ourselves and to change ourselves. This is a sacrifice. The sacrifice is not easy. You have to give things up. And the spirit of this, we need to keep acting upon throughout the year. And this should set a trend for the next year as well, because this is the last month of this Islamic year. The next month is Muharram. And usually, on holidays, what happens? You can think most holidays, the response is laziness or extravagance or anything of this sort of kind, where somebody he's working, he has a job, and then he has a holiday, and he wastes time, or he's lazy or something like this. Our holiday is the opposite. When we're given the holiday, what is the first thing we do? We have extra work. That we come here, we have an extra prayer, Eid prayer, and then after that, we will carry out our sacrifice. This may take a very long time. And this is an extra work that we have on this day. And this is the reminder that the holiday does not take away our servitude to Allah. Actually, the holiday is a reminder, and it emphasizes that our jobs here is not for anything of this dunya. We are ready to sacrifice whatever is available in this dunya for what is in the akhirah. And it is also a reminder that Allah does not waste the reward of the righteous. Those who truly have sacrificed their share and those who truly trusted him. Even the name of Ibrahim alayhi salam is mentioned by everyone in the world, even if they don't know what his mission truly was, but they still know his name. And this Eid al-Adha is a great chance for us. And again, we have the Qurban, or the sacrifice of the animal, which is a necessity for whoever has the wealth to do so. And it's not allowed to just give some sort of cash instead, because the point of this is not necessarily giving to the poor. The point of this is sacrificing your own assets. So it must be done in the form of this sacrifice. And we're coming off the greatest 10 days in the year. So this is a chance for us to put an end to it and to really cement this for us and to carry this forward throughout the next year. Aisha radiallahu anha reports that the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam said that the son of Adam does not perform any actions on the day of sacrifice, which is more pleasing to Allah than the shedding of the blood. He will come on the day of Qiyamah with its hair, the horns, its hooves, and the blood certainly will fall in a place near Allah before it falls on the ground. So make yourselves purified therewith. And it also, for this sacrifice, the recommended way to carry this out is to give 1/3 of the meat to the poor and needy, to keep 1/3 of the meat, or to give that 1/3 of the meat for the usage of the relatives and friends, and to keep 1/3 of the meat for one's own personal usage. And it is also recommended for the person who is sacrificing not to cut his nails or hair until the animal has been slaughtered. And there's a very important note that in these days, the takbir al-tashriq is a requirement after every fard prayer. And this started from yesterday, from the 9th of Dhul Hijjah, and this is for men and women who are traveling and who are residents in the city. That everyone after the fard prayer must say the takbir al-tashriq at least once. For men this is out loud, and for women this is silently. And the preferred wording of this in the Hanafi madhab, as narrated by Umar radiallahu anhu, Ali radiallahu anhu, and Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiallahu anhu, is Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, walillahi alhamd. And the Eid Salah will be also in the method of the Hanafi madhab, and this is firstly with the intention of performing the wajib Eid Salah, which has 6 extra takbirat as the following, in the case for the following. And after this, the Salah will start. There will be the starting takbir, in which the hands will be raised to the length of the ears for the men, and for the women to the length of the shoulders. And then you will fold your hands and recite the thana, which is Subhanak Allahumma wa bihamdik, Tabarak ismuka wa ta'ala jadduka wa la ilaha ghayruk. And then there will be another takbir, 3 more. In 2 of them, in the first 2, the hands will be raised again to the length of the ears, and then the hands will be put to the side. And on the 3rd one, after the takbir, the hands will be folded again, and then we will have the recitation of the Quran, and then we will go into ruku', sujood, and that's rak'ah will finish as normal. Then we will come back up for the 2nd rak'ah, and we will do the recitation of the Quran. And before going into the ruku', there will be 3 extra takbirat, in which the hands will also be raised and they will also be folded. They will be raised and they will be put to the side. And the 4th takbir, which is for going down, the hands will not be raised. And the salah will finish like normal. There will be the khutbah after the Eid Salah, which is required, or it is a wajib to listen to when it is being given. And it's also the note that it is makruh to offer any prayers at the place for the Eid Salah before or after the Eid Salah. And it is also makruh to pray at your home before the Eid Salah. However, after the Eid Salah, it's okay, or it's even recommended to pray at the home. So, may Allah allow us to benefit from this Eid, and we will continue with the takbirat until the Eid Salah.